Hi, this is Alan from Alpus Group, and I'll just run through a few deals which we've got on our current database in case you're interested in any of these. This is number one, 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in St John, East Lindsey in the East Midlands. Price is £115,000. These are all distressed properties. This one's got low EPC. Second one is the 3-bedroom apartment for sale in Crusader House in Nottingham, East Midlands. Price is £199,995. Cash buyer required. It's not mortgageable. Number 3 is a 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Boggy Side, I guess that is, South Derbyshire, East Midlands. £115,000. That's another low EPC. We've got a 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Shepton, Nottingham, East Midlands, £110,000. It's a repossession. We've got a 2-bedroom terraced house for sale in High Street, Amber Valley, East Midlands, £75,000. Cash buyer. We've got a 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Amber Valley, East Midlands, £100,000. Cash buyer required. No mortgage on this one possible. 2-bedroom detached bungalow for sale in Broad, South Holland, East Midlands, £170,000. Cash buyer. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Main North, Northamptonshire, East Midlands, £255,000. Cash buyer. 2-bedroom terraced house for sale in Brick, High Peak, East Midlands, £150,000. Low EPC. There's a 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in High Peak, East Midlands, £115,000, low EPC. 4-bedroom terraced house for sale in Churchgate, East Cambridgeshire, East of England, £250,000, cash buyer required, not mortgageable. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Manor Close, Bedford, East of England, £235,000, quick sale required. 1-bedroom flat for sale in Carnarvon Road, Tendring, in the east of England, £85,000, cash buyer, no mortgage possible on that one. 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Breckland, east of England, £190,000, cash buyer only. Studio flat for sale in Studio 138, Block D, Luton, east of England, £80,000, cash buyer. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Joiners Field, Harlow, east of England, £200,000, cash buyer. 1-bedroom flat for sale in Somerville, Peterborough, east of England, £83,000, cash buyer. 2-bedroom flat for sale in Duncan Close, Welwyn Hatfield, east of England, £170,000, cash buyer. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Guernsey. This is Guernsey Road in Norwich, east of England, £180,000, cash buyer. 3-bedroom property for sale in Park Road, Southend-on-Sea, east of England, £200,000, cash buyer. 4-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in, looks like, let's have a look here. Lowestoft. Offers over £290,000. Looks quite a nice property with a nice garden. 1-bedroom flat for sale in 127 West Road, Rochford, east of England, £90,000. This has got a short lease, so it's not mortgageable. 2-bedroom flat for sale in Woodrose Lodge, Lupin, Chelmsford, east of England, £150,000, another short lease, so you can't get a mortgage on it. 2-bedroom maisonette for sale in Delius Way, Thurrock, east of England, £180,000, another short lease, not mortgageable. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Shelbourne Road, Haringey, London, £250,000. This is another short lease, not mortgageable. 1-bedroom flat for sale in Bourne Avenue, Hayes, Hillingdon, London, £185,000, cash buyer required, not mortgageable. 2-bedroom maisonette for sale in Chiltern Drive, Kingston upon Thames, London, £250,000, cash buyer required. 1-bedroom apartment for sale in Sanderstead Road in Croydon, London, £235,000, cash buyer required. 2-bedroom maisonette for sale in Kings Hill, Hillingdon, London, £175,000, cash buyer required. 2-bedroom flat for sale in Elmer's End Road, Bromley, Kent, London, suburbs, £180,000, cash buyer required. There's one sold subject to contract there in Bexley, 2-bedroom flat, £195,000 for a quick sale. Sometimes these things don't go through, so it might be worth inquiring about it. 2-bedroom maisonette for sale in Greenlone Lane, Redbridge, London, £200,000, cash buyer only. 1-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Kingston upon Thames, £590,000, that's a repossession. That's possibly a good one to look at. 1-bedroom semi-detached, maybe not so good, unless it can be converted. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Margate Road, Lambeth, London, £675,000, that's a repossession. 1-bedroom retirement property for sale, flat 34 in Barnet, London, £50,000, short lease, not mortgageable. Studio flat for sale in Holloway Road, Holloway, Islington, London, £220,000, cash buyer, not mortgageable. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Wandsworth High Street, Wandsworth, London, £225,000, cash buyer, not mortgageable. Studio flat for sale in Holloway Road, Holloway, Islington, London, £250,000, cash buyer. 1-bedroom flat for sale in 5 Spencer Way, London Borough of Tower Hamlets, London, £260,000, cash buyer. 3-bedroom flat for sale in Clapham Common South, Lambeth, London, £575,000, as short lease, so not mortgageable. 1-bedroom flat for sale in Tanner Close in Brent, London, £290,000, cash buyer only. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Parsons Green in Croydon, London, £300,000, cash buyer, not mortgageable. 1-bedroom flat for sale in Park Hill, Carshalton, Sutton, London, £190,000, quick sale required. 2-bedroom maisonette for sale in Bedford Close, Barnet, London, £250,000, cash buyer only. 1-bedroom flat for sale in 502 Hodgson House in Tower Hamlets, London, £270,000, cash buyer only. 2-bedroom flat for sale in Can Hall Road, Waltham Forest, London, £300,000, cash buyer only. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Wynyard, Stockton-on-Tees in the North East, £250,000, quick sale required. 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Gateshead, North East, £115,000, that's a repossession. 1-bedroom apartment for sale in Willow Close, Northumberland in the North East, £95,000, low EPC. 3-bedroom bungalow for sale in Barmpton Lane, Darlington in the North East, £265,000, low EPC. 3-bedroom flat for sale in Derby Street, Jarrow, South Tyneside in the North East, £19,000, cash buyer only. That's very low price. Obviously not mortgageable, but probably worth a look if you're interested in South Tyneside. 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Newcastle upon Tyne in the North East, £25,000, short lease, so not mortgageable. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Newcastle upon Tyne in the North East, £140,000, cash buyer only. 3-bedroom apartment for sale in Cliff Cottages, Redcar and Cleveland in the North East, £249,950. This has got a low EPC. 2-bedroom cottage for sale in Lesbury, Alnwick, Northumberland, North East, £300,000, low EPC. It's quite a nice little building there. 3-bedroom end of terrace house for sale in Middlesbrough in the North East, £70,000, cash buyer. 2-bedroom end of terrace house for sale in Northumberland in the North East, £80,000, low EPC. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Salisbury Street, Gateshead in the North East, £70,000, low EPC. 2-bedroom ground floor flat for sale in Rectory Road in Gateshead, North East, £55,000, that's a repossession. 3-bedroom cottage for sale in Inn Cottage in Eden in the Northwest, £175,000, low EPC. 2-bedroom flat for sale in Brathy Place, Bury, Northwest, £105,000, is a repossession. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Salford, Broadway, in the Northwest, £229,950, cash buyer required. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Trafford in the Northwest, £265,000, cash buyer required. 2-bedroom flat for sale in Bury Road, Salford in the Northwest, £90,000, that's a repossession. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Great Merseyside, Liverpool, Northwest, £70,000, that's been water damaged. 3-bedroom townhouse for sale in Great Mersey, Liverpool in the Northwest, £40,000, it's been fire damaged. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Manchester, Northwest, £220,000, cash buyer, not mortgageable. 3-bedroom end terraced house for sale in Great Mersey, Liverpool, Northwest, £70,000, water damaged. 3-bedroom townhouse for sale in Great Mersey, Liverpool, Northwest, £40,000, cash buyer, required, not mortgageable. 2-bedroom terraced house for sale in Ways Green, Cheshire West and Chester in the Northwest, £135,000, it's got a low EPC. 3-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Chorley in the Northwest, £64,995, cash buyer required. Studio flat for sale in X1 Town Hall, Salford, Northwest, £105,000, cash buyer required. 2-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in South Ribble in the Northwest, £110,000, cash buyer only. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Henshaw, that's Oldham, Northwest, £120,000, cash buyer. 1-bedroom apartment for sale in Salford Broadway, Salford, Northwest, £169,500, cash buyer only. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Eltham, Liverpool, Northwest, £50,000, cash buyer only. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Chapelside Close in Warrington, Northwest, £99,950, cash buyer only. 4-bedroom terraced house for sale in Newton, in Field in the Northwest, £100,000, cash buyer only. 1-bedroom apartment for sale in Salford Broadway, Salford, Northwest, £169,950 to a cash buyer. 4-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Arnside, Sefton in the Northwest, £230,000 to a cash buyer. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Lingfield in Trafford, Northwest, £149,000, repossession. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Cheshire West and Chester in the Northwest, £195,000, that's got a low EPC. 2-bedroom flat for sale in City Point 1, number 150 in Salford, Northwest, £200,000, cash buyer only. 2-bedroom flat for sale in Ancoats, Manchester, Northwest, £300,000, cash buyer. 2-bedroom flat for sale in 11 Highholm Street, Inverclyde, Scotland, for £1,000. That's fire damage, so it must be pretty badly damaged. 2-bedroom chalet for sale in Williamsgrove, Fife in Scotland, £120,000 to a cash buyer. There's a 1-bedroom flat for sale in Hawthorne Gardens in Worthing in the southeast. That's £100,000 on a short lease, so not mortgageable. 2-bedroom flat for sale in 6 Riverside Wharf, Dartford in the southeast, £210,000 to a cash buyer. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in the Hub, Central, Milton Keynes in the southeast. I would say it's more towards the Midlands really. £220,000 cash buyer only. 2-bedroom flat for sale in Ophir Road, Worthing, southeast, £250,000 cash buyer only. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Priory in Fareham in Hampshire, £300,000. That's got a low EPC. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Winterthur Way, Basingstoke and Dean in Hampshire, £175,000 cash buyer only. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Upper Street, Sevenoaks. That's in the southeast, £175,000. Short lease on that one, so not mortgageable. 2-bedroom park home for sale in Edgeley Park in Guildford, Surrey, £43,500. Cash buyer only. 2-bedroom park home for sale in Edgeley Park, Guildford, £65,000 cash buyer only. We've got a 1-bedroom flat for sale in Gunwharf Quays in Portsmouth in Hampshire, £120,000 cash buyer only. 1-bedroom flat for sale in Orham Close, Hawley, that's in Mole Valley, southeast, £120,000. That's your short lease, so not mortgageable. 1-bedroom apartment for sale in Missenden in Slough, £185,000 to a cash buyer, not mortgageable. 3-bedroom flat for sale in Pier Street, Gosport, Hampshire, £185,000 to a cash buyer. 3-bedroom end terraced house for sale in Portsmouth, Hampshire, £250,000. That's got a low EPC. 2-bedroom townhouse for sale in Causeway in Cherwell, southeast, £200,000 to a cash buyer. 1-bedroom apartment for sale in High Path Road, Guildford, in the southeast, £200,000 cash buyer only, not mortgageable. 3-bedroom end terraced house for sale in the Test Valley in the southeast, £160,000, low EPC. Block of apartments for sale in West End Road, Southampton, southeast, £40,000. That's short lease, so not mortgageable. 2-bedroom terraced house for sale in High Street, Worthing, in the southeast, £300,000 cash buyer. 2-bedroom house for sale in South Hill Road, Medway, Kent, £180,000. That's low EPC. 9-bedroom block of apartments for sale in Eton in Thanet in the southeast, £340,000. It's a repossession. 2-bedroom flat for sale in Commercial Street in Cornwall. This is £100,000. It's got a low EPC. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Avon, Tewkesbury, southwest, £160,000. Cash buyer only, not mortgageable. 5-bedroom detached house for sale in Wyndham in Plymouth, southwest, £220,000. Cash buyer. 3-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Torbay in the southwest, £150,000 to a cash buyer. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in North Somerset, £200,000 to a cash buyer. Plot for sale in Bristol, 2-bedroom house, planning permission granted, £90,000. It's a repossession. 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Plymouth, £110,000, cash buyer only. 2-bedroom detached bungalow for sale in Ram Hill in South Gloucestershire, £199,950 to a cash buyer. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Trevirabin, Cornwall, £200,000 to a cash buyer. 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Tainbridge in the southwest, £275,000. That's got a low EPC. 2-bedroom character property for sale in Culver in the Forest of Dean, southwest, £230,000, cash buyer. 3-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Cork, Bath and northeast Somerset. So this is Bath area, southwest, £270,000, cash buyer. 2-bedroom detached house for sale in Bussage, Stroud, southwest, £280,000 to a cash buyer. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Caerphilly in Wales, £80,000, that's a repossession. 3-bedroom detached house for sale in Carmarthenshire, that's Bassett in Carmarthenshire, £260,000, low EPC. Detached house for sale in former Queen Street in Blaenau, Gwent in Wales, £50,000, water damaged. Detached house for sale in former Queen Street, Blaenau, Gwent, Wales, £50,000, water damaged. 2-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Warwick in the West Midlands, £210,000, cash buyer only. 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Warwick, West Midlands, £210,000, cash buyer. 2-bedroom cottage for sale in Crawley in Ludlow, Shropshire, £250,000, cash buyer. Looks very pretty. I don't know what the problem is with that one, but may be worth a look if you're in Shropshire, looking in Shropshire. 4-bedroom detached bungalow for sale in Lichfield, West Midlands, £325,000, repossession. 2-bedroom maisonette for sale in Tile Cross Road, Birmingham, West Midlands, £115,000, cash buyer. 3-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Rachel Road in Birmingham, West Midlands, £180,000, cash buyer. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Harvey Road, Wychavon, West Midlands, £85,000. It's got a short lease, so not mortgageable. 1-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Wyre Forest, West Midlands, £120,000, quick sale required. 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Masters Road, Dudley, West Midlands, £125,000, quick sale required. 2-bedroom flat for sale, 83 Arosa Drive, Birmingham, West Midlands, £140,000. It's got a short lease, so not mortgageable. 4-bedroom terraced house for sale in St George's in Coventry, West Midlands, £150,000 for a cash buyer. Land for sale in Church Street, Kempsey in Worcestershire, West Midlands, £46,000. It's a repossession. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Birmingham, £240,000 for a quick sale. 1-bedroom apartment for sale in Byfield Rise, Worcester, West Midlands, £115,000. That's got Japanese knotweed, which is treatable, but you need to be a cash buyer. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Birmingham, West Midlands, £130,000, short lease, so not mortgageable. 2-bedroom detached house for sale in Upton Road, Malvern Hills, West Midlands, £235,000, cash buyer. 2-bedroom detached bungalow for sale in Mill Road in Shropshire, West Midlands, £200,000, low EPC. 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Tamworth, West Midlands, £210,000, a short lease, so not mortgageable. 2-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Tynewald, Harrogate, Yorkshire and Humber, £175,000, low EPC. 2-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Rydale, Yorkshire and the Humber, £299,950. It's got a low EPC. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale, 28 Balfour Street, York, Yorkshire and Humber, £210,000, cash buyer. 2-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Ossett and Kirklees, Yorkshire and the Humber, £76,500, low EPC. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Beechwood, Bradford, Yorkshire and the Humber, £110,000, low EPC. 4-bedroom house for sale in Roman View, Leeds, Yorkshire and the Humber, £250,000, cash buyer required. Plot for sale in Thornton Wattless, Ripon, North Yorkshire, Harrogate area, £395,000. It's in poor condition, so not mortgageable, obviously. 4-bedroom terraced house for sale in Nunroyd in Harrogate, Yorkshire and the Humber, £260,000. It's got low EPC. 3-bedroom terraced house for sale in Harold in North East Lincolnshire, Yorkshire and the Humber, £55,000. Cash buyer required. 2-bedroom detached house for sale in Broadstones, Bradford, Yorkshire and the Humber, £90,000. Cash buyer. 2-bedroom apartment for sale in Blanc Street, Sheffield, Yorkshire and the Humber, £95,000. Cash buyer required. 2-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Bankside, Kirklees, Yorkshire and the Humber, £120,000. Low EPC. 3-bedroom end of terraced house for sale in Scarborough, Yorkshire and the Humber area, £139,950. Has got a low EPC. 4-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Broome Road, Rotherham, Yorkshire and the Humber area, £200,000 for a quick sale. And a 3-bedroom semi-detached house for sale in Bethune Road, Kingston upon Hull, for £145,000. That's a repossession. So all of these properties are available on our database. If you're interested in any of them or any other deals, if you call Alan on +44 7539 141257 or +44 333 224 1257, you can schedule a call with me at calendly.com/AlanJE, or you can drop me an email at alan@alpusgroup.com if you're looking for any below market deals anywhere in the UK. Cheers for now.